Hi, my name's Landon Ramos, and you're watching TWF.
It's hard to break a staring contest with Samoan Sap. However, I just lost. Sap, you're set to take on Hakeem Okoro tonight. And with an intensity like you're showing right now, I think you could hold on to your television title. How are you going to do it?
You think I'm going to lose this tonight?
No, sir.
That's a good response. Because Samoan Sap is ready. Oh, Hakeem Okoro, they call him, right? Black Assassin. Samoa, I'm ready for you, Hakeem. Tonight, Samoa is all in. So far, brother.
I wouldn't like to be on the other side of the ring looking at that gentleman tonight.
Main event tonight, Vinnie Massaro from Lucha Underground takes on local star Austin Grayson. Very interesting dichotomy, Matt Freeman.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this match. We got Vinnie Massaro from Lucha Underground coming to TWF.
Plus, right now, TV title on the line, 400-pound Samoan Monster versus Prodigy of Omega. Hakeem Okoro versus that man right there.
That's a big dude, but anytime you're fighting Omega, you're at a disadvantage. It's always going to be 3-on-1.
The nephew of former San Francisco 49er legend Jesse Sapolu. We call him Samoan Sap, a 400-pound monster who probably could have went to the NFL as an offensive lineman. Chose pro wrestling, chose TWF, and proudly flaunts the television title here at the Colonial Theater.
Don't get used to holding on to that belt, you big Samoan, because Hakeem is no joke and he's coming for that title.
Samoan Sap, who defeated Jay Paul of Omega to take that TV title not too long ago. Samoan Sap, a man of the people. Samoan Sap, a huge, monstrous, very intimidating individual, has had problems with Omega for months and months here in TWF. Hakeem Okoro stepping up to the plate, trying to take the TV title. We thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jacoby Jones. Alongside of me is MMA expert and Omega sympathizer, Matt Freeman, Big MF.
Thanks, Jacoby. And once again, you're welcome.
Okay, yeah, well, thank you.
That's a very powerful individual right there. The big Samoan is used to fighting guys that he's bigger and stronger than. He's finally getting in there with a guy that could almost match him for strength.
Hakeem Okoro, the prodigy. The young prodigy of Omega steps out among this colonial crowd and is looking to take that TV title. Very conspicuous by their absence, though, are other members of Omega. I'm very surprised by the fact he's out there by himself.
You know what? This kid is the future of Omega. He doesn't need any help. He could get the job done on his own. What he lacks in size against the Samoan, he makes up for it in speed.
Well, Hakeem Okoro probably thrown to a loop, though. 99% of the time in TWF.
That's disgusting.
99% of the time, Hakeem Okoro is larger and stronger than his opponent. That is not the case here tonight, Big MF.
But he's faster and smarter. That Samoan has got a coconut for a brain.
Oh, really? I'd like to see you say that to his 400-pound frame in person, face-to-face, and see what happens.
I would say it, but he wouldn't even understand what I was talking about. He doesn't even speak English.
You saw his interview earlier. He's not taking Hakeem very lightly. He's had problems with Omega for months. But now could be the time for Samoan Sap to exact some revenge on Hakeem. He got that revenge on Jay Paul by taking the TV title a few months back.
I'm sorry.
Oh, really?
You are sorry?
Mind games, Jacoby.
Yeah, that's
Mind
about,
games.
yeah. That's about as genuine as our president. Flying to Puerto Rico and throwing out paper towels. That's not too genuine, and I think Sap knows that.
Yeah, but our president was genuine when he met with the president of the Virgin Islands.
He met with himself.
So look at this. He doesn't even want to shake hands before a match. He's supposed to be a good guy.
Sap knows the treachery involved in Omega. Sap knows. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Paintbrushed his face with his palm.
A Stockton slap.
And Samoan Sap, that's not going to hurt that man. All it's going to do is enrage the 400-pound television champion.
Look at him smashing the ref.
Oh, nice misdirection, though. Forearm shivers now by
Mind
the
games.
challenger. Yeah, you got to admit, misdirection did a but you just ran into a 400-pound Samoan brick wall.
You don't run into a walking condominium.
And Samoan Sap, enraged at the behavior of Hakeem Okoro, lays into him with some huge right hands. He missed that in the corner, though. Leaves an opening for Hakeem. Now, Sap's not paid by the hour, let me tell you. This ain't going to be no 60-minute Iron Man match. These are two big dudes.
If you'll notice, Hakeem is throwing forearms. Those are legal. Sap was throwing closed fist.
Oh, and those are not legal? They're strongly discouraged in this environment? Well, the referee got munched a moment ago. Double knees to the spine executed by Hakeem. Sap is hurt.
And he's down for the count. Where's the ref?
Well, the referee, unfortunately, went down a few moments ago in the fray that's going on here. TV title on the line. Later on in this hour, you will see, what a headbutt. Lucha Underground national television star Vinnie Massaro takes on local star Austin Grayson. But as it stands right now at the Colonial Theater, our Madison Square Garden, our greatest venue, Hakeem Okoro is supposed to be challenging for the television title. It seems like he's stalling to me.
This is a smart move. You step out of the ring, you catch your breath, and you go back in when you're ready on your terms.
Oh, really? So it's not like a tail between your legs, yellow streak down your back, afraid to face your opponent kind of deal?
No, it's like Floyd Mayweather setting up your opponent.
Yeah, I guess.
He's going to take his time, clear the cobwebs, catch his breath, and get back in the ring.
Yeah, like a quarterback running out of bounds in football to
Exactly.
avoid the big hit.
Brilliant maneuver.
From the 400-pounder? Is Sap going to give him a free shot? I don't know. I don't like that strategy.
It's about as stupid as you could. The stupidest thing you could do is let your opponent hit you.
When you're 400 pounds, I'm sure you've taken a few hits in your day and shook them off. Here we go.
This man does not have a lot of brain power. That was a brilliant move right there. Sap asked for that.
Poked him in the eyes. Well, more misdirection by Hakeem Okoro.
Boy, I'm impressed with this Hakeem.
Sap swinging back. Well, Hakeem's got so much potential to be the man here in TWF. Many say Omega clouded his vision. And that time he smushed him. That time he went down flat as a pancake. Hakeem Okoro laying on the canvas.
And that's 400 pounds sprinting right into a turnbuckle.
It is a lot of velocity, a lot of force, and Samoan Sap, these people would love to see nothing more than Sap take this thing and stick it to Omega one more time in the corner.
No.
We've seen this before.
This move is disgusting.
If you're new to TWF, remember the Bonsai drop? Remember Yokozuna in some other wrestling company?
No.
Imagine that. Oh, look, Hakeem, though. Hakeem gets himself out of trouble. Double axe handle to the back, to the spine of Samoan Sap.
Wow. What are we seeing right here, Jacoby?
Wow.
Wow.
And dips him down. Spine buster, and down goes Sap.
A big man should be careful when he goes for high-risk maneuvers.
And Hakeem, perched on that second rope, I'm not sure what he's got in mind. Trying to win himself some gold, win himself the TV title.
He's going for the high risk. Will it pay off or not? And it pays off in dividends.
Elbow to the back of the skull, and Samoan Sap is hurt. Samoan Sap is down. Pinfall. Close but no cigar.
That's a hard man to hold down for a 3 count.
It definitely is. He can bench press probably 400, 500 pounds, so bench pressing The guy that's about 280 to get himself out of trouble ain't no thing.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
This could be
Samoa
over.
drop.
This could be over.
Stick a fork in him. He's done. Samoan Sap retains the television championship.
He won that one by the skin of his teeth.
Samoan Sap prevails, still television champion.
We are Deja Vu Sacramento, and we love watching TWF.
They love watching TWF. We need to see you there October 21st, Colonial Theater, 3522 Stockton Boulevard in Sacktown. Doors at 6:30, bell time at 7, $10 at the door. Like us on Facebook.
It's the least you could do.
Like us on Facebook. Are kids too cool for Facebook now? I'm not. I like us on Facebook. You should too.
Hakeem Okoro seems to have a lot on his mind today after his match with Samoan Sap. Hakeem, what the heck's going on and how are you gonna...
Shut up right now. I'm sick of this. I am sick and tired of having to prove myself. Do you know how long I've been here now? Been here for 3+ years now, going on 4. Everyone that you ask here, whether it's a fan or the boys and the girls in the back, tell you that Hakeem Okoro is the future of this company. He is the new TWF. He's the new wave. And I can't get a single opportunity. So when Jake feels like he wants to give me an opportunity now, no, it's not an opportunity. It's a punishment. It was a punishment to put myself against Samoan Sap, and he beats me anyways. I guess, wrestling promoters have an affinity for people with Samoan heritages apparently now. And now he wants to assert his power by putting me, Christian, and J. Paul Omega in a 6-man against a referee, somebody in tights and rings that nobody cares about, as some mysterious third man. You know something? There's only so much that I can take. The reason why I joined Omega is because of bullcrap like this. Because I've been skated, I've been slighted, and I have been insulted every time. All I wanted was one chance, Jake, and you couldn't give it to me. So now you gotta punish me, and by proxy, you gotta punish Omega. You know, Jake, I see your son out there at times in the crowd. And 20 years from now, you gotta explain to him how much of a bad person you truly were. Until then, karma.
He is all fired up.
Live wrestling at San Joaquin Fairgrounds, November 4th. Former UFC fighter Phil Baroni versus Vinnie Massaro one-on-one. You gotta be there.
Oh, hi there. I almost didn't realize you were watching. This is Vortex from TWF. I'm just letting you know that this is my first day and my true announcement into my campaign as governor from California. And to be honest, I will win because I have a true American, a real leader of our great nation, Donald Trump, backing me up. And you know, the thing with Donald Trump is people don't really think he is a real leader. They think he's not a strong man. Well, let's just go ahead and put North Korea in the example in the equation. Let's just go ahead and compare him to Vladimir Putin from Russia. May not be a nice guy, lots of good results. Now let's just get back to California. I'm Vortex. I may not be a man down there, but I am a man up here. And let me tell you, this man is the man that needs to run your country.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know you're anxiously awaiting the performance of this gentleman to my left in the ring. I'm talking about Vinnie Massaro, the master of Sicilian Jiu-Jitsu. Vinnie, welcome to the TWF, first of all.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I love the Blue Blazer. It's a great wrestler. Rest in peace. But I am here at TWF, finally. I'm here. I've been wrestling at the Colonial many times before for other promotions. But finally, I'm here at TWF. And why? I mean, why am I here? Like, do I need to prove something to the wrestling crowd? No. But I love wrestling. And I love wrestling in front of people. And TWF has some of the best fans I've ever seen anywhere. And, I'm just happy to be here. I really love your suit, by the way.
Well, thank you. We can't wait to see you in action.
Main event time. Will Austin Grayson step up to the plate and beat a national television wrestling star? Or will Vinnie Massaro assert his will and get a victory?
Well, they don't call him the innovator for nothing. Austin he has a tough job here tonight.
I have to say, the demeanor of Vinnie Massaro is different from many years ago.
That could prove to be a mistake.
He seems to be respectful. He seems to love the people at the Colonial Theater. I'm very impressed by his professionalism.
I'm a little disappointed in Vinnie, to tell you the truth, that he actually gives a damn about what these people think.
He's the innovator. He's the star of the Lucha Underground. His name is Vinnie Massaro.
A 20-year veteran of this sport, trained by Mike Modest in 1997 at APW.
These people don't give a damn about Vinnie. They're here one day and they're gone the next, and it's a mistake to care what they think.
Well, Vinnie Massaro, being very respectful to the Colonial people, gave his props moments ago. And I'm very curious to see, though, how Austin Grayson will react to that. He's a kid who's had a few opportunities here in TWF, but this by far is the biggest.
It's no joke to be in there with Vinnie. He's the innovator. He's got submissions, he's got slams, he's got wrestling, he's got Sicilian jiu-jitsu. That man is nothing short of a gangster.
Austin Grayson giving up a ton of experience.
An opportunity of a lifetime.
Many might remember this individual. He actually faced Beast on a show about a year and a half ago at TWF and made a great showing for himself. Back then, though, he was rocking the Power Ranger gear, had a different outlook, a little more serious, a little more down to business, if you ask me. And he's going to need every ounce of that against Vinnie Massaro in this particular matchup. Showing some props, some respect to the people. I appreciate that. Matt Freeman might not, sitting to my right, but I appreciate the fact that he acknowledges the people.
These people will turn on you in a heartbeat. Trust me, Jacoby.
Oh, really? And you know from experience?
I've seen it happen time and time and time again. These people will turn on you. The moment you start losing, they don't give a damn.
Vinnie Massaro. Yeah, the bell needs some work. Let's do this. It's time to put up or shut up. Sometimes a young competitor faces a big-time vet, has a chance to show himself and do well. Waist lock by Vinnie.
Vinnie with that duck under.
More body weight there.
He's got a hand fight right now.
More experience. Austin Grayson grabs that left arm, trying to take it back to Iowa. That's what he does. Hammerlock now. Vinnie Massaro giving up a few inches of height. However, definitely stronger. Maybe a shade quicker. I'm not sure. There we go, Vinnie. Getting that left arm.
And Vinnie with smooth transitions.
And I've been told by my sources backstage that G-Force is not very happy to see Vinnie here. Oh, there you go. Good job, kid. Well, G-Force is not very happy to have Vinnie here. Stealing the spotlight, I think, was the term that was used. You bring in a guy that's been on national television, a guy that has exposure all over. Of course, they're gonna get jealous. This is wrestling. Backstage, you see those eyebrows raising.
That's where you're very naive, Jacoby. It's not jealousy. It's called politics. You got to fight for your spot in this business.
Professional jealousy, if you ask me. There's been a lot of rumblings backstage from G-Spot, Shane Lockhart, Anthrax, T-Money, TJ Payne. They are not pleased with the presence of Vinnie Massaro. There you go.
Nice duck out. He's right back to a dominant position.
Yeah, Austin Grayson trying to make a good showing against Vinnie here.
I'm a little surprised right now. He's doing a good job.
Vinnie needs to find that vertical base, which he does. Alleviate some of the pressure. Here we go. One more time. And Austin Grayson.
And at the moment, he's out wrestling Vinnie Massaro.
Yeah. You call a spade. This kid definitely doing well at the moment. However, you see a little hesitation in his step, and Vinnie's going to take advantage of it, which he does.
He's a seasoned veteran. He knows more wrestling than this kid has probably forgot.
True. Oh, look at that, pretzelizing the young guy.
I mean, he's cranking the knee, he's cranking the shoulder, he's cranking the neck.
Yep, whittling him down.
I bet Austin has never been in a maneuver like that before.
You see TWF owner the Jake very, very, very interested in the performances in this matchup.
Well, it's clear that the Jake has it out for our champion, Mr. Shane Lockhart. He would probably love to put the strap around this Vinnie right here.
Oh, really? Are you forecasting the future?
I'm just saying that every time our champion wrestles, he's at a disadvantage thanks to the Jake.
You don't think his actions make that possible? You don't think there's a reaction to his actions?
He's the champion. Champions get to do what they want.
Collar and elbow now. Then the headlock by Vinnie shoots him in. Oh, shoulder tackle. Down he goes.
Vinnie could go for days.
Oh, beautiful. Absolutely picture perfect. Leg lariat executed by Austin Grayson. Gets him back to a vertical base, trying to kick him, trying to knot up those thigh muscles. A kick below the belt.
That was a little low there.
Yeah, south of the border if you ask me, but whatever. Here we go.
Whoa, wow.
Bicycle knee or bicycle kick to
I can't even believe Vinnie's standing.
Vinnie Massaro is staggered in the corner there. Uh-oh, good timing.
Watch out.
Good timing.
Here it comes. Oh, wow, what a powerful slam. Vinnie is strong as they come.
Exploder in the corner. Nicely done. Vinnie baited him in. He took a few shots and waited for his opportunity to catch him up and beautifully threw him into the corner. Austin Grayson in big trouble.
I'd hate to say this, but I agree with you, Jacoby.
Uh-oh, I guess there's a first time for everything. Vinnie Massaro with a chop moments ago. These people want to see more. Oh, yowza. That's where you go home and your wife sees the palm on your chest and she's like, what have you been doing? It's like wrestling another guy at the Colonial Theater. What do you think I've been doing?
Well, that guy's chest is on fire right now. He's going for the suplex, it looks like.
Well, Vinnie Massaro innovates. Vinnie Massaro, very nice, beautiful suplex. Over the years, he earned one of his nicknames as the Innovator. Very good mind for professional wrestling. Oh, shoulder down, but only momentarily. Finds unique and interesting moves. If you look at the top of his Twitter feed, there's an amazing move he did on two guys at the same time.
Vinnie is super strong, and don't let the physique fool you. He may not be a bodybuilder, but he's got cardio to go for days.
Yeah, there's a reason he's been kicking butt for 20 years in the business. Austin Grayson trying to get some separation between himself and Vinnie.
And this kid is in trouble. He's in over his head right now. Oh, man, he's killing him with those chops.
Yeah, see, he's trying to get some distance, trying to get some blood flowing back into the body, but Vinnie's not going to let up, not going to let him just walk around. Here we go.
A powerful body slam. This kid's taking a beating.
Austin Grayson in trouble. Textbook elbow, and down he goes. Well, left shoulder barely off the canvas. Vinnie Massaro keeping him honest, though. Every time that Austin Grayson gets that shoulder up, kicks out, more energy expended, and moves Vinnie closer to victory, if you ask me, in my professional opinion. Suplex one more time, perhaps.
And Austin goes up.
Oh,
He's kicking the legs. Oh, he pulls the switch. Nice neck breaker there.
Beautifully done. Reversal when he absolutely needed it. Only a 2 count though, but Austin Grayson changes the complexion of this matchup. Both men now to a vertical base, but Austin Grayson floated out of that suplex, hit that neck breaker, and changed the dynamic. There's some shots to the skull. Colonial Theater, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful theater on Stockton Boulevard. You need to join us there October 21st, big time show. Clothesline in the corner and Vinnie's reeling.
He's making his comeback.
Austin Grayson, though, here we go, hits the ropes. Oh, seated clothesline.
This kid's all over the place right now.
Senton, backsplash, cover, need to hook that leg, kid. Grapevine that leg. Oh, you give him the back door every time. You leave the back door open if you don't grapevine the leg. If you don't hook the leg, and that's exactly what happened.
Lack
on
of
that particular
experience.
exchange. Yeah, maybe it's experience. You know, the match has been going a little while. He's taken a little bit of punishment. I respect his gall. I respect his fighting spirit, but you got to keep those things in mind when you're in there with a 20-year vet. Oh, and left himself exposed. Took too long to get to the ropes.
Yeah, conveniently, the Jake puts him in there with a guy with no experience.
He's got some experience.
So, not 20 years. Boom!
Death Valley driver.
Stick a fork in this one. Oh my God, he kicked out. I thought this was over. This kid's got more heart than what I thought.
Death Valley driver was not the end of this thing. Death Valley driver should have been the end, but Austin Grayson shows these people what he's made of. Oh man. And now Vinnie is laying it on thick. Thicker than deep dish pizza. Uh-oh, left himself open. Austin Grayson sees an opportunity. Here we go. Beautifully innovative neck breaker. Down he goes.
He hooks the leg this time.
Oh, and Vinnie finds a way to kick out, but Austin Grayson, it would have been curtains for most individuals, but that Death Valley driver a few minutes ago, it was not for Austin Grayson. Hit that innovative flipping neck breaker moments ago, very nearly got a 3 count, but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, Matt Freeman. What's he got on the agenda next?
Kick to the leg.
Well, he's going to try it again, that flipping neck breaker.
Went to the well one too many times. Nice clothesline.
Wow. Sends him down in a heap. Talk about impact.
Nice right hand.
Snoring elbow. He is snoring. Snoring elbow. Oh. Dip like a chip
The
on
snap
Super Bowl
on that
Sunday.
move. This has
Whoa.
got to be over. How much more can this kid take?
And Vinnie Massaro, big time win here this evening.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it big time, Jacoby. He won a match he was supposed to win.
Despite a very valiant showing by Austin Grayson, Lucha Underground's national television star Vinnie Massaro prevails. October 21st, live and in person, be there at the Colonial Theater, 3522 Stockton Boulevard in Sacramento. Doors 6:30, bell time 7.
Edwin
$10
Fredson
at the
here
door.
with TWF newcomer Austin Grayson. Austin, the cards were stacked against you tonight as you had to take on Vinnie Massaro. What do you have to say, and where are you going to go from here?
Vinnie Massaro hits really hard. To be honest, it's wherever the sky takes me. The sky's the limit. I mean, that's my first day here, and I'm just here to make an impression. And hopefully tonight I made a big impression by taking on Vinnie Massaro. I didn't come out with a win, but I still did my job, and I still went out there and put on a great show. And hopefully, maybe someday I can get another match against Vinnie Massaro and prove again that I can still hang with those who are here. I can still hang with anybody they put me in the ring with, no matter if I come out with a win or if I come out with a loss. As far as the future, sky's the limit.
Well, we'll be glad to see you again in the TWF in the near future, sir.
I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad for the future, and hopefully, maybe walk away with some goals sometime. But for now, it's just building, and building. Thank you.
Live wrestling, San Joaquin Fairgrounds in Stockton. Phil Baroni from UFC versus Vinnie Massaro from Lucha Underground. November 4th, you need to be there. What should they do, Matt?
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yes, we got about 1,000. Let's get about 5,000 more.
Let's get about 10,000 more.
Let's get about 20,000 more.
Ladies and gentlemen, what happens when a referee gets fed up with the antics of a wrestler and enters the squared circle himself? We're going to find out tonight when the official, JP Alexander, steps in there with Christian Black. We're lucky enough to speak to JP right now as he walks to the ring.
What's going on?
JP, nice to see you again. Now, we talked before about how you're going to handle Christian Black's antics, but now that the night is here, are you nervous at all?
I wouldn't say I'm nervous. I would say I'm more anxious. It's been 2 months now that we've waited for this fight. He's still continued to want to mess with me. Even in Stockton, he kicked me out and told me, "Oh, you can't ref this match," even though that was designated to ref that match. You see the kind of antics he's been up to, and it only adds, more fuel to the fire, honestly.
And we know that you would never do anything to break the rules, the golden rules of wrestling. However, we also have seen him cross the line a few times in the past. How are you going to handle that?
Honestly, I'm ready for whatever you could throw at me. There's a reason why we made it a street fight. It gives us a little bit more advantage, more rules, and I'm going to do whatever it is that I have to do to make sure I come away with the win and to put a stop to Omega's bullying. You know, they think they can bully their way through TWF. It's not going to happen. It has to stop. Someone has to stand up to them. And if it has to be me, then by all means, I got to do what I have to do.
You're really taking one for the team, sir, and I applaud you for it.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Next time, JP Alexander versus Christian Black. What's going to happen, Matt Freeman?
Well, we know what happens when a ref steps in the ring and he gets his ass whipped.
And also, Reno's Tyson Reigns wants Matt Fury one-on-one. That should be interesting.
Be careful what you ask for.
Well, folks, he lived up to the hype. I'm talking about Vinnie Massaro with his victory over Austin Grayson just now. Vinnie, that was incredible.
It was incredible. I'm sure it was more incredible for you to witness it. I will give it up. You know, Austin, I kind of didn't even know who he was at first, but you know, he gave me a good match. But I won, which means Vinnie Massaro is right here at the bottom because, you know, it's pro wrestling. Nobody just goes up to the top. So I'm just going to start slowly moving my way up. Who's the champion right now?
Shane Lockhart.
Shane Lockhart? All right, well, got to keep moving up to Shane Lockhart. And your suit is still, I'm amazed because I just saw you have a bunch of nachos too, and there's a little stain right there. I got you.
Why you?